Oh, what is up? What is up? What is up? It's another 4 a.m. session. Today it is February 14th, 2023, which hence why I got the red on. This is actually one of my pieces, The Meteor Man, that I had made in 2020. So I had this piece for quite a long time. You get what I'm saying? But without further ado, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm trying to make sure that I condense the time frame that I'm talking on here. So I got my notes prepared, but I did talk about yesterday. I wanted to talk about animal totems, and animal totems, y'all. My. I first learned about animal totems when I went to, when I traveled to Melbourne, Australia. And when I went to Australia, they call Australia like the animal kingdom, right? I remember going there, and I remember, just sightseeing and going around the city of Melbourne, Australia. And I remember it was it looked like it was a raven, but it was actually a crow. The reason why I feel like it looked like it was a raven because this crow was huge. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was it was wild. So I got still footage and clips of this crow actually leaping from the roof and coming straight towards me. And I remember just astonished by how this crow kept, and then it landed on the ground and was just wobbling, just looking at me. And I was laughing because I was trying to shoot this video because I was doing this, hey there. I was just doing that throughout my travels in the city. And the person that I was with, they was like, hey, have you ever heard of animal totems? Now, they had worked closely with the Aboriginals in the outskirts of the city. And that's how they learned about the animal totems, through the Aboriginals. So I looked up what it meant, and I was mind blown. It said that you are now embarking in new territory. And it said a lot of little different other things that, I can't really recall. But another thing that had happened, because it seems like I was forever changed from traveling to Australia. How I got there was insane by itself. Initially, I basically got there off the gist of, what do you call it? I wasn't supposed to be there in the sense that I had a record. I have a record. And man, I'm going to chime in on that another time, but I'm going to stick with animal totems. So I'm in Australia or whatever, right? Because that's another story in itself. And, I discovered, that, like I said, what animal totems was. And when I came back to the States, and I couldn't help but to, within, I think, the second week, I didn't let nobody know that I was home because I was jet lagged, because Australia is literally a day ahead. So right now, what is Tuesday? Valentine's Day is already over there. It's already Wednesday, all right? So I came back to Baltimore, and I remember I said I was trying to do things to overexert my body so I can be able to rest. And I remember going to Drew Hill Park. And when I went to Drew Hill Park, I ran into Kirby. He's a photographer who shoots the majority of my photos. He said, yo, I didn't even know you came back home. I said, yeah, I've been kind of keeping it discreet because, I've been in Australia for about a month and I'm just trying to keep up. I'm trying to, get back to our time. It took me several weeks to get used to it again, right? And he was like, oh, okay, word. So then I was jogging around Drew Hill Park, and I remember as I was coming up this hill, I seen this squirrel. And normally when you see a squirrel, it normally gets out of your way. This squirrel was just literally stayed put to the point where I almost stepped on it, and then it finally got out my way. But I didn't think nothing of that, you know what I'm saying? But it was literally didn't move and wanted to make sure that I knew that his presence was known. So fast forward, me coming home, I already had made me some breakfast that I had prior to running. And I started to feel tired, which I was like, okay, good. I finally get a chance to rest because I didn't get rest throughout the night. And then when I wake up, I'm gonna probably check out a game or something like that because it was on a Sunday. You know, that night I had a crazy dream. I had a dream that it was these squirrels that was trying to enter my old apartment that I used to live. And it was every time I was trying to shut the window, they would like, their eyes would bulge out like a cartoon, and they were coming in my apartment like an assembly line each and every time I would shut the window. That's what I can remember. It was like the cartoon called Fantasia with Mickey Mouse. So I woke up from that dream, and for whatever reason, it was on my subconscious mind to check out what the animal totem meant when you actually not only come across in person with a squirrel, but when you dream about a squirrel. And it told, at the time I was coming out of a relationship. It was not that long ago. At that time, it was maybe about a year. It was a 7-year relationship that I was in. And the animal totem at that time shared with me like, hey, whatever you got going on, whatever new thing you're trying to do romantically or business-wise, you're not going to be able to do, because just like a squirrel, you got to let it go. Because a squirrel harbors all these nuts, and for harvest, and in your season you need to let that go in order to start something new. And I was blown. And then it also talked about the person who I was connected to, of how it wasn't like a deep-rooted connection or romantic relationship. It was mainly based on lust. So and needless to say, that was true. So I encourage anybody, whether you having dreams, and a lot of people say they don't dream, but we all dream. We just got to train our subconscious mind to remember the dreams. They say that when you wake up from your sleep, they said it's important that you kind of like wake up slowly and open your eyelids slowly, because the very one or two thoughts that enters your mind can crucially make your brain forget your dream. If you do come across, your animal totem, or as a matter of fact, if y'all guys ever heard of animal totems, and if you haven't, I encourage you to Google it, and it'll force you to think differently. And I felt privileged to actually understand and learn some of these things that was exposed to me from the Aboriginals of Australia. And I swear to you, signs has been shown and revealed to me in different ways that I know that had I not made that trip, my mind would not have been stretched. What they say, when you travel abroad is your scope. Australia definitely did that for me. So I'll explain to you prior, if you haven't checked any of my videos out, some people know probably why I was like scratching my head as to how I was able to really, get to the land of Australia. But it's funny because Donna Rollins, the comedian who actually collects my art, and Dave Chappelle, they're in Australia right now. They're in Sydney, Australia. But it's definitely a beautiful place. And I encourage anyone who has never been, if they are able to definitely go. It's nothing like I thought it would be. It's like a city, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, I thought I was going to go there, whatever gear I had on. I thought I was going to be like they got Louis Vuitton, they got it's just like Paris. It's just like a regular city, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'll close it on that note, because I want to be able to get better at really condensing these stories in a short way. But I can go all the way in depth about animal totems, but that will do it for right now. But much love to everybody. I hope y'all will have a phenomenal Valentine's Day. Shout out to all the lovers. You know what I'm saying? And definitely. What took me so long getting on today was I was trying to put this on as my cam setup. I'm looking to definitely upgrade the visuals, so you'll see that pretty soon. But again, much love, much respect. Definitely still tap in if you guys haven't for the print giveaway, the 8x11 frame print giveaway. That is still going on, so enter your chances of winning that. Check out the Baltimore Times recent article that I'm actually in. There's gonna be a lot more coming soon. Thank y'all for tapping in. Much love, much respect. Salute. Peace.